EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 5. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Rattler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Greg George, deep for Arizona. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
First carry for James Conner. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Murray now. He'll dump this one off to Connor. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32. Third and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. There's Chris Olave. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now 3rd down and 7. Rattler wants to throw it. Boy stays up. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Connor up the middle. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down and 13. Here's Murray. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big game. All for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. Taking it about the 36. Nifty footwork at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rattler. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Murray. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. He needed 5. He got it fairly as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run behind center with Connor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Connor. Down right around the 25. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw, it's Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. On the handoff, Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. A nice little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And it does, he makes it count.
Try to pound it in, Camara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To the air is Rattler. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Menu narration option is set. Menu narration set to 100.
They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Right back to Connor here on first. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Woods. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Olave motioning to the left. Here's Rattler. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. From the gun, here's Rattler. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's good for us Saints.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Rattler wants to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day, the debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it.
1 thank you as always. And we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run here with counter. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. This one deep for Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Benson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run with Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Rattler. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense. And went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Escapes the sack, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
To the air is Rattler. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Murray going to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Murray off play action. Man open, here's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all. And done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Again, a run with Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Throw left side complete. That's Benson. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's Rattler.
It's Hill, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Rattler wants to throw it. This one taken in by Olave.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Cody Simon.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It gets this complete to Shaheed. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with Connor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They run behind center with Connor. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Murray now. Complete to Jones. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Connor up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now from Murray. They'll roll him out right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Now Rattler. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 40.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener.